Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Get it, get it, get it. There's another one, there's another one. Get it, Willow, get it, Willow. Move back. There you go. We did call this the mating pen, right?
We did, yeah.
So if they get it on right here, then it was destiny. All right, so it is early August, and we have a project we want to get done with you guys today. One of the things about Arizona that's unique is our long growing season, but we struggle in the middle of summer. We can keep things alive, but when it comes to the rest of the country, they're getting ready for harvest, and here we are today. We're actually going to be doing a planting video. Might be strange to be thinking about Thanksgiving, but we definitely are. We just got our new turkeys in this week. So it did really good. We had one that was DOA, that was dead when it got here, 2 that died within 24 hours. What we're gonna start out with is 37 little baby poults getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner here in November. So typically at this point of the year, we planted the sorghum, which is our primary crop for them to graze on. That was planted usually in May. So we go through the entire summer months, take a couple of cuttings, and then by the time the turkeys are in here, all that's really left is a main stalk and a little bit of green at the top. So we wanted to try something a little bit different. This year we planted out a lot of barley, and we let that completely go to seed here over the summer. We also let it all die back. In fact, you'll see I'm surrounded by what is essentially straw. Now that's gonna be important for what we're doing here today. A couple other things that you'll see here that have been growing over the summer. There is a very little bit of alfalfa. We planted that last year and it didn't actually really do well. The turkeys came through and grazed it completely to the ground. Most of it was gone by the time we got back into spring, so we're not gonna attempt that this year. What we did want to try though is getting the sorghum planted now, about 90 or so days, 90 to 100 days from Thanksgiving, to see if we can get a good stand of sorghum in here ready for the turkeys here in about, 6 to 8 weeks. Actually, you know what? They pull better if the ground is dry. The seeds we're gonna be planting today are sorghum Sudan grass. Now we get this from Nature Seed. More specifically, we get it through Amazon. I believe we have this in our Amazon shop, but this is the one we've been growing here for the last several years. It's done really, really well for us. We are gonna change what we're doing a little bit as far as planting this. We're actually gonna start by seeding it, and I'll explain why here in just a second.
Yeah, if we can.
So today the goal was to get our sorghum planted and get it to start growing. Usually to harvest, so you get your seed heads and a nice tall stalk, that's about 90 days or so, and that's about where we're at out of Thanksgiving. We want our turkeys to be feeding on the greens and then eventually feeding on the seed heads, and then let some of that seed continue to reseed this pasture. We had talked a little bit about coming through here in May and planting barley. And what you can see down on the ground here after going through with the weed eaters is we have a natural mulch. So mulch that we grew ourselves. So we wanted to keep with that theme today. These areas are covered nicely with straw. So what we did is we took some, what essentially is a weed here in the desert and turns into basically tumbleweed. These are easy to pull. We had a lot of them growing here. We pulled those out to get our pathways established. And then what we did is we just used those as a natural desert mulch for the areas that we're struggling with as far as growing all of these crops. We're gonna water it in nice and heavy, keep all of the soil moist here, and we will bring the ride-on tractor through and actually flatten all of this and help to push that seed down into the soil so that it has soil contact and takes. So over the next few weeks, we'll have to give you guys an update and see just how this does. Hey, Theo, move it, buddy. Ugh. They're all coming.
Come here, Willow.
They're wondering why we're out here so late.
I know.
Hey, Theo.
Hi, Willow girl. It's hot out here.
We are not following our own rules today. It is past 9 o'clock. That means we either need to put on sunblock or get into the house.
We're going in the house because I want coffee.
There you go. That sounds good. Hey, it was funny. You had a really good time today at the end of our planting session for that sorghum patch.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of whack-a-mole.
Yep.
Not moles, mice instead.
Yep.
I think you actually had a good time doing that.
It was very satisfying.
I know the cats had a good time too, except for Theo, he missed out.
He missed out. I don't know where he was.
We wanted to finally get the coonies getting their thing on, right? Getting their groove on, getting their love on. I know it was interesting to have an area set aside specifically for mating, and they all went in there and they started eating the grass.
Yeah, on the sticks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't look like they were going to do anything, and then all of a sudden, Winston realized, hey, you know what? These girls are kind of cute. So they got the figure that I like, and I'm into this. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes. We'll keep an eye on them. Maybe not too close of an eye, because, well, that's kind of weird.
It is kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah. So just want to thank you for joining us today. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. We cover a lot of things here on this newly established functioning farm and would love to see you on a regular basis. If you have any questions or comments, those go in the
comment section down below.
And our Amazon shop, I'll leave a link down in the description. That's a free, painless way to help support the channel. If you start with the link down below, it doesn't matter what you buy, you help to support us here. Oh, and hey, one more quick note. With the Desert Farmer podcast, we do that every Saturday at 2 o'clock Arizona time. You guys will have to do the calculations if you're not in Arizona, because we don't change time like everybody else does in the fall and the spring.
I don't pay attention to it.
We just don't have to anymore. So just want to thank you for joining us today and remind you, if we can farm on the edge of nowhere,
so can you.
All right, let's get in the house.
Okay.
There's another one. It's coming back this way. Right there.
Get it, Willow.
Get it, Willow.
Get it, girl.
There it is, right here, right here. Oh, that's a teenager.
A teenager.
You were having too much fun. Oh, get it.
Oh. You guys are giving me a workout.
You know you're a farmer when that's a farm girl right there. Playing whack-a-mole with the mice.
I'm like waiting for one to crawl up my leg. That would not be cool.
No, we got 3 dead ones all right here.